In this episode of Other People's Airplanes, we show you iFlightPlanner. Welcome to Other People's Airplanes, the show where we bring you into the cockpit and along for the ride whenever we do awesome aviation-related stuff. I'm your host, David Allen, and today I'm joined by Andy Matthews. Correct. And you are the creator of iFlightPlanner, one of the creators of iFlightPlanner. This is a mobile flight planning tool. Tell us a little bit about what you do, what it is, and then tell us something about maybe some of the changes that you have just released with your new version.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks, Dave. iFlightPlanner is an integrated flight planning solution. We have a full web-based interactive flight planning solution with a really intuitive user interface that wirelessly syncs to the iPad. Sennheiser Aviation is the presenting sponsor of iFlightPlanner for iPad, which we first introduced a couple of years ago at Oshkosh, and what we released this week is the version 2.0 of iFlightPlanner for iPad that brings all the flight planning functionality, the interactive flight planning that you've come to expect from the iPad on iFlightPlanner as well.
So this is a mobile tool, but you actually create your flight plan on the PC and then import it into the iPad or the mobile device. That's changed now a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the unique features that makes iFlightPlanner stand out is we do have that cloud-based sync. So whatever you do on iFlightPlanner.com gets synced down into iFlightPlanner for iPad, whereas before it was very much one way. iFlightPlanner for iPad was read-only. Version 2.0 brings all the interactive features right into the iPad, route rubber banding, interactive weather, fuel prices, FBO directory, cockpit voice recorder, even a flight data recorder, a couple of the new features that we introduced this week, and then able to sync it right back to the web. So if you're at home, at the office, don't necessarily have your iPad handy or want a touch plan, you can go ahead and do that with iFlightPlanner.com.
Very, very cool. I don't know that any other flight planning tools, there may be other flight planning tools, but this one definitely stands out as being unique in that you can do both on the PC, at home, and then right here on the device. Can you give us a little demo of some of the features?
Yeah, I sure can. You know, I mean, I think one of the first things that you'll notice with iFlightPlanner for iPad 2.0 is a really fresh and clean user interface. We were one of the first apps to bring in the iOS 7 human interface guidelines, and we really closely adhered to those to basically make the most out of that user experience. Full interactive weather. I know it's going to be difficult to maybe see here, but full route rubber banding, and I don't know if you were able to catch it there on camera, but one of the things that we did with route rubber banding is when you grab a waypoint, that waypoint actually jumps out from under your finger so you can actually see where you're placing that next waypoint. So that was something new we brought in version 2.0. A lot of interactive weather imagery, both satellite and radar, from Velocity Weather by Barron Services. They're a new partner of ours, and they've been great to work with. Full route map overlays menu, weather condition summaries, all your different charts, 8 sectionals, IFR highs, lows, even a world political map. So even if you're not flying domestically here in the U.S., iFlightPlanner for iPad still has some functionality for you if you happen to be overseas. As I said, we have a great relationship with Sennheiser Aviation. They've brought in the idea of a cockpit voice recorder with an intelligent autopause feature. So if the air goes dead for a little bit, we're not going to be wasting precious data on your iPad. It'll pause. And same thing with a flight data recorder. And that syncs right up to the cloud with your iFlightPlanner.com logbook. And we're starting to explore some opportunities, what we're going to be able to do with that data on the web as well. So we've really looked at it. We know how much functionality the iPad has brought to the cockpit, and new features and new ideas are being brought to us by our members, and just what we see in terms of feedback from pilots that we talk to, whether here at Sun and Fun or Oshkosh, wherever we might be. And one of the things was the amount of functionality that's in these applications now, how can we make it still really simple and easy to use? So we took it as the sense that a flight is a atomic unit. So when you do your route planning, you've got your navigation log. We walk you right through your weight and balance, which is another unique feature to iFlightPlanner, your certified weather brief, filing the flight plan, and as I just alluded to, the integrated logbook. So it's all right there, and it all kind of communicates with each other, so you're not having to do all that duplicate data entry. and keeping you more heads up in the cockpit instead of always down on the iPad.
Yeah, these are great tools, but like you said, they could get overly complex, and we definitely don't need overly complex in the cockpit. We need functional, usable, get your head where they belongs. That's why they have, HOTAS joysticks and fighter pods, hands-on throttle and stick, eyeballs out of the cockpit. So
Absolutely.
these things are super cool, they're super useful, and it sounds like you guys have a really streamlined approach to it.
Yeah, thank you. We've put a lot of effort into and where version 2.0 is right now. Actually, the iOS 7 human interface and the new interface there on the app kind of prompted us to do a little redesign of iFlightPlanner.com as well. So you'll see a very similar, if not identical, user experience in terms of the graphics and the visual representation on the website as you do on the iPad. So it's very consistent across all of our platforms.
Excellent, Andy. Thanks so much, and congratulations on the new version of software. This is iFlightPlanner, supported by Sennheiser and lots of other great information that you can get in this app for use when you're flying. Check it out, iFlightPlanner.com. Is that correct?
That is correct. iFlightPlanner.com, and in the App Store, simply search iFlightPlanner.
All right, that's it for this episode. This has been David. Make sure you check us out on Facebook. We'd love it if you hit us up on our Facebook page because we love being able to interact with you guys. Also, we're in iTunes, so give us a subscribe. Hit us up on YouTube. We are on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up if you like this episode. That really helps us out a lot. We'll catch you guys next time with more Sun and Fun 2014 coverage. Bye-bye.